I'm going to show you how to build our swing model using the Junior Engineer Project Kit. But first I wanted to show you what it looks like once it's all done. I'll just flip the battery pack on there and look at our guy go. Okay, I'm going to turn that off and put that to the side. So first we need to build up the sides of the swing. So we're going to take a 1x8. There are 8 studs on top. Don't count the holes down here or you'll get the number wrong. These are only 7 here, but the studs are on top. That's how we always refer to the bricks. We'll put a 1x6 right on top of that. Another 1x6 on there. I'm just building up a little tower. A 1x4 on top of that, like so. And then we're going to need 2 1x4 plates, as you can see here. Put the other one on there. And then a 1x2 brick with a hole. Okay, and then we're going to do that one more time. We're going to have the 1x8 with a 1x6 on top. Another 1x6. A 1x4. 2 of our 1x4 plates. And a 1x2 on top of that. Okay, so we have those 2 right there. Now we need to put some tech pins in. These are these black things right here. These are called friction tech pins. We're going to put one right in the top on each of them. And then we're going to put one right below it in the hole below. Like that. Okay, now we need our base plate. And we're going to put this right there with the tech pins facing out. Move it up 1 right there. And then we're going to need 7 studs in the middle here. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to put this one right here. Pins facing out again. Now we're going to take 2 of our 1x12s. We're going to snap them in so that the bottom hole goes on the bottom tech pin here. So just like that. And we'll do it on the other side as well. Make sure the studs are facing the correct way, because in the next step you might not be able to fit everything in if it's not facing out like this. Now we want to make this more secure. So we are going to secure it up by putting a tech pin right in this location here, and one on this side as well. And then we need an axle pin. This is what an axle pin looks like. It's going to be blue in all of your kits. It's the friction axle pin. It has an axle on one side and a tech pin on the other. So that's going to go right down here. Okay, you see the location of that? Let me turn it on this side and do one down here as well. And it'll go right there. Now we are going to need one of our bent arms. It's this one right here. And this one is actually going to secure right in there. So we are going to need to, if you can see, there's a little plus sign right here, and that's going to go into the axle pin right there. So you're going to have to twist it till you get it right, and then this is going to snap right there to make it nice and secure. Let's see if it's out of focus. So, there we go, came into focus. And I'll do it on the other side as well. This can be tricky. And then I'm going to snap it into it right in here. And I'm getting it. There we go. It's hard when you're not looking at it. So there's that. Okay? Now we have the structure of our swing. So next what we want to do, I'm going to put that aside for just a minute. Next what we want to do is actually build our swing. So we're going to need 2 of our axle number 12s. They're the long ones. 2x6 plate. They have holes in there. 2 bushings. They might either be red or gray in your kit. 2 of these. And 2 tech connectors. They're the ones that have, it looks like a bushing on one end and then a bushing on the top of it as well. So we'll need 2 of those. So what we're going to do is put a bushing on each of the number 12 axles and then stick them through the holes of the 2x6. See, it's already starting to look like a little swing. Next we need to put our tech connectors on here. Okay, on the top. And there, we have the makings of our swing. Okay, now we need to have this back here. And we need another number 12 axle. Okay? And we're going to just start putting this in here because we are going to attach our swing. So we are going to push the axle through the tech connectors on top here until we have it all the way through. And you just kind of have to keep inching it along like so till it goes to the other side, and kind of try to center it here. Okay? And you just have to keep working it through. To hold this in place, you're going to want to put a bushing on the end. That'll just secure it so that the swing will stay on. And we do need a little bit sticking out on this side too, so make sure you have some sticking out on that side, because we are going to take a 40-tooth gear. This is our big one. And we're actually going to put it right here on the end. Okay, this isn't always very easy, but that time it seemed to go in really well. And then again, adjust your swing. So see, it's starting to look like a swing, but we want to make it work with a motor, so we're going to add a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to put this aside again, and we're going to take 2 of our 1x4 bricks, and we're going to snap them together just like this. And now we'll put them back right on here, and we are going to put them so that they are positioned right out at the end, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 studs from the back, or from the front, I'm sorry, from the front, right there. And then we will need our motor. We're going to need an 8-tooth gear. We'll need a tech pin. It doesn't matter whether it's gray or black for this one. And we are going to need a number 3 axle. Those are always going to be gray in your kit. So we're going to put the number 3 axle right in there, and we are going to put the tech pin right in the side of the motor, or right in the next to the axle pin right there. And then that is going to snap right into here, and I hope you can see the axle is sticking out still. The tech pin in there just secures the motor so that when it starts spinning, it doesn't spin around, that it actually stays in place and lets the gears spin. And then the 8-tooth gear is going to go right on that number 3 axle, like that. I hope you can see that okay. Next we need a 24-tooth gear. It's this size right here. And a non-friction axle pin. These are going to be tin in all of your kits. These are going to allow our gears to go freely. We're putting this right in the center where it looks like a plus sign in there. And snap it in, and it's going to go in the last hole of this little tower here. And we're going to snap it in, and if it works out right, then our gears touch the teeth. And it does, so that's good. Now we have to connect these two. So if you recall from the first picture, these two were connected. So now we need to take another axle pin, non-friction, and we are going to slip it in one of the holes of our 24-tooth gear in here. This is much easier for little hands, so all you kids out there will have a much easier time than I will. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's right down in there in the hole. Then we need a tech connector. It's, remember, the bushing on top of a bushing. And we're going to put that right on the axle pin there. And then what we're going to need to do is put another axle pin, non-friction, in our gear. Okay, and at this point, you kind of have to guess where you're going to put it. I'm going to try putting it right back here, and you can move it around if your swing doesn't swing right later on, but I think that's going to be a good place. And you need another axle number 12 and another tech connector. Okay, see, the next tech connector goes right on that axle pin, and then you can see these are perfect for putting our axle number 12. Okay, and then it just connects like this. Now, everything is complete. We just need our battery pack. So, to connect the battery pack, you can see it looks like it has a little face, at least I think so, 2 eyes and a mouth. And so does the motor, 2 eyes and a face. You have to put them so that they're facing the exact same direction, just like that, okay? Now, we're ready for the run. Let's see if we did it right, okay? And this is the determining factor. There we go. There's our swing, just as I had hoped. Now I turn it off. If for some reason your swing is swinging too far forward, you can always adjust where this piece goes right here. I can put it here. Let's see what happens if I do it there. And you might not be able to tell, but it looks like it's swinging more toward the back. So I would turn it off and I'd know it was wrong. So experiment with where you want to have your axle pin there. And there it is. I hope you enjoy your swing and find lots of minifigures to have fun rides.